Hello everyone and welcome to a horror movie review with me, Angela of Morbid Heart Designs. If you can't tell the excitement in my voice, I am so fucking excited to talk about this movie for many reasons. So first, I want to talk about one of my favorite childhood movies called 13 Ghosts. This movie captured my little dark imagination. It is one of the first movies that really got me more into the horror movie genre. I'd always, liked Goosebumps, the Are You Afraid of the Dark, the darker books and things like that. But this one really solidified my passion for horror. I would spend time on the internet Googling and trying to find more information about the Dark Zodiac, which really isn't out there. And I watched all of the ghost stories on the DVD special over and over and over. My family thought I was weird. They've gotten used to it now, so I'm not as weird. But I was a special child when it came to this movie. So before I go into my thoughts on this one, because it did capture my imagination so much as a kid, I've always wanted to do an art project around this, and I decided it would be the perfect thing to finally do for this. So each month you are gonna get a time lapse of the ghosts that are in this movie, and I'm gonna talk about their ghost stories. I am so excited for this. Like I don't even know the full format of how I'm gonna tell the stories yet, but I just could not wait to record this. Well, I just watched it like 2 or 3 days ago, and I want this enthusiasm to be very clear instead of waiting a month or two to record this. Now that you know about that project, and I'm so freaking excited for it, let's talk about my thoughts on 13 Ghosts from 2001. So, possibly a little known fact, not something I realized until more recently in my life when I was preparing for this project. This is a more modern, not modern anymore as it's almost 20 years old, but this is a more modern twist take on a 1960s movie also called 13 Ghosts, which I have also rented and watched, and I'm just gonna say, so old, the effects just don't hold up. It was such an innocent horror movie too. Oh my god. If you want terror, don't watch that one. If you want to be uncomfortable and squirm, you have to watch the 2001 version of this movie. A lot of the movie is on the simpler side. A family unfortunately loses the mother in a tragic fire. She is dead. They lose a lot of stuff. The house burned down, depression, mourning, all this shit. Lo and behold, random uncle from the past who has not been involved in the family for quite some time dies and gives the house to his nephew. The family moves in, but guess what? He collects ghosts, and these ghosts are in the house, in the basement. And Matthew Lillard's character decides he actually has guilt for his role in things, and he's worried about the family, so he wants to try and help them and save them, and it is their adventure of finding out there's ghosts. Ghosts are real. Ghosts are fucked up. That's the basic plot. I want you to watch it. I don't want to say more than that. I could say more than that, but I don't want to ruin it. The creature designs, so awesome. I love that each one of them has a backstory. Even though you don't know all of it in the movie, it's there, and you can tell with the characters' costumes and the way they act that there's more to them. This has always been one of my favorite movies when it comes to the character designs. The special effects for sure don't hold up as far as the CGI, but I feel this movie really makes up for that with the editing and how it adds to the uncomfortableness that you know what's going on, that there's ghosts around the main characters, that the main characters have no fucking idea for a while, for a good chunk of the movie. The sound choice also did a really phenomenal job at adding to that uncomfortableness. Overall, the acting in this movie is actually really, really good. Especially the endearing Matthew Lillard. I love him as an actor. He has done so many awesome things since I don't think you've ever seen a movie he's been in that I haven't enjoyed his performance. But there are other actresses in this movie that just really are flat or annoying, and part of that annoyingness is some of the dialogue is so fucking cheesy, and it was meant to break the tension, but it doesn't. It does not do how it was intended, and it might not just be performance, it might be the line itself, the editing into how it was put in, like the attempts at comedy really suck in this movie. But there is still so much awesome in this movie that you can just let that go. There are some cheesy parts in the story itself as well, but it's not as cheesy as the 1960s version, just as an FYI if you were wondering. The movie does hold up a lot better, given it's almost 20 years old, than I anticipated going into this movie. I was honestly a little afraid that it would ruin this movie, because, you know, sometimes movies are just best left in the past and the nostalgia, but this one did hold up a lot better than I anticipated, which was a relief, because I don't want to hate this movie. I'm so glad I have a copy of it again. Like, super, super excited. I'll probably watch it every few years because I love it so much. Another really good thing about this movie was the set design. All this clear glass that you see through the house. I couldn't imagine actually filming this movie with the glare and stuff. Like, playing off of the set would have been so frustrating and challenging, and I just can only imagine, with the limited things I do with the camera, how frustrating that would have been. So, what do I rate this movie? You know I love it, and typically when I rate a movie that I absolutely love, it's a 5 out of 5, but I am not going to give this one 5 out of 5. This one has enough negatives, but so many positives, that I do give it 3 out of 5 zombies. I hope you are as excited for this upcoming series as I am. So I am super excited for this. Oh my god, I cannot wait. But I did a lot of the initial work on this on my Twitch stream. So if you want to come hang out with me on Twitch, I stream most Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons. Go follow, come hang out. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do, guys. You seen this movie? Let's talk this through. And I love hearing other people's solutions to the problems I create for myself. And their suggestions are what they're inspired to possibly create if they were me. I love that. So if you want to come hang out, please do. Come get to know me outside of YouTube. This is definitely a filtered version of me. Twitch, that's a thing. Other socials. Thank you to my patrons. I love you guys. With all that being said, because this is probably going to be a longer video, from my dark heart to yours, a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.